Alright, this one is for GNOME users that are trying out KDE or something like that, and they want to use a familiar torrent client, which is transmission. And this one is the Qt version, not to be confused with the GTK version that you have on GNOME. And you know, most of the options are the same. The only thing that I would recommend you do, if you go to preference here, go to privacy, is you can get a block list. The block list is basically to block out RAA assholes, or like SOPA fuckers that are trying to get you, even if you're not doing like, you know, illegal shit. They're gonna come up with some bogus evidence, which we've seen in the past. If you ever read any blogs or online news, then you know what I'm talking about. But we're gonna go get one here, and really all you gotta do is bust out your search engine and type in block list. There's a few block lists, but this is the one I'm using. Right, you go to block list here, and the level 1, they give you a little description. Basically what they're saying is we're blocking out known RAA bitches, you know, that are after people. And just copy this link, copy the sucker, and go in here and then paste it in here, and then enable the checkboxes, update the sucker, and then it'll say we're blocking about 200,000 rules here, or IPs. Alright, and this is not a guaranteed thing that you'll fucking be safe and secure and everything like that. Alright, this is just better than nothing. You know, it's better to block some of the IPs that we know of than nothing, and they won't be able to track you, the ones that are in our database. Alright, everything else, like all these other options, are pretty much the same thing. The one thing that doesn't work, which kind of annoys me, and I think this is like a KDE thing, or maybe this client, or maybe a Dolphin issue, is that when you add in a .torrent file, it doesn't send it to the trash can right away, which is what it's supposed to do with this option. Alright, well, let me give you an example of why it doesn't work here. Let me go and download a torrent here. Just download Kubuntu. Let's do 29. Alright, so let's wait for a few seconds. It should add it in our client, and there you go, it adds it. Now the problem with this, let me cancel all that, is if I go into my torrent file, you see it's supposed to delete the torrent after it loads it in, which is already loaded in, but it doesn't delete it. So that's the only problem when you use this program, you know. But everything else, for me, it works, you know, no issues. If you have like multiple desktop environments, you can actually sync, or not sync, I mean symlink your configurations, and you can boot into your other GNOME desktop environments and your KDE environment, and you can still have the same settings, the same torrents. You can pause it and you know, resume, no issues. So that's the reason why I like using the transmission Qt version on KDE. I know there's probably better clients out there, but that's what I use, and it works for me. Alright, and then to install it, let's just call, what is it called here? Do search, and then dash Qt. Alright, so this is the one that you should install. It's the Qt interface, and it works fine with KDE. So that'll be it for this one.